Good morning, everyone. How we doing today? So a video that I felt like I had to create was, hey, what is going to happen with single family homes or residential properties as we enter, exit this dark winter and we enter a brighter 2021? Call it spring of 2021. I wanted to kind of walk through this logic. I've been thinking about this for 3 or 4 days now. I've kind of built a PowerPoint presentation of what I think is going to happen. And I think what is going to happen is we are going to unlock inventory. I think part of the normal real estate cycle has been frozen. And I believe by next March, April, May, it will unfreeze and potentially unlock a lot of inventory. So let me walk you through what I'm thinking so that we can do this together. Let me share my screen. So again, what do I see coming? Again, we have rising case counts. If you're watching this on replay, it's now, what is it, November 23rd of 2020. We have more lockdowns, more case counts, lots of scary stuff coming on. We also have vaccine news the last 3 days. We've had AstraZeneca today, Pfizer 2 weeks ago, and I forget who was last week, but again, vaccine news. So dark days, brighter future. We're here talking about rental properties, residential real estate. So what is going to happen? What's going to be the impact on housing? So when I think about this question, I think about sellers, buyers, that's you and owner occupants, and interest rates. Those are the things that I'm thinking about. And again, I'm trying to think about this year and next year. I can't think further out. There's just too many variables at this point. So again, kind of walking you through what I'm thinking. This is how the chessboard plays out. You tell me what you think. I don't think there's any question we have a dark winter. November to kind of February, maybe November to March. I think we're going to go back and look at what happened last February. Sellers take stuff off the market. They retreat. I think buying is going to slow down. I think the winter weather in lots of the country is going to keep buyers away. I think the shutdowns, I think lack of stimulus, I think the consumer is going to retreat at the margins. And I think that is going to slowly build inventory, but pretty slowly, because right now sellers are also holding off. So I think it's going to be, I think we're going to see a slowdown November to February. So let's see. I think prices will increase, but slower. And most of that is because supply. We still have a supply problem. Demand still far exceeds. Back in September, a house comes on, you might get 10 offers. Now I think a house comes on, you're probably going to get 2 or 3. So again, demand still exceeds supply, but it's not so disconnected where you have, offers 10% over list, waiving appraisal conditions, all of those things. I still think demand exceeds supply, but not to the same extent, which means prices won't explode higher, but they'll tick up. Prices won't go up 15.5%. They'll go up 3%, something like that. That's what I see. Boy, spring selling season. Let's call this April and May of 2021. I think the consumer's feeling good. I really do. I think the consumer's going to feel good. I think we're going to be so cooped up and so just nutty that we're going to have 2 spring selling seasons in one. I believe demand is going to tick up, and I also think selling is going to tick up. I think there's been a whole selling season lost. The move up buyer didn't participate in 2020. They decided to stay put and not move. But boy, I think they're going to come out of the woodwork in 2021. I think inventory is going to start to rise. I think many markets, inventory is going to go up 100%. Now realize in Fresno, and I think I say this later, Fresno today is 1 month of inventory. So even if it doubles, you're still in a seller's market. It's just not an extreme seller's market. So the big thing about the spring selling season is I think inventory gets unlocked. Inventory comes on. Move up buyer feels good about the future. Their job is secure. The vaccine, we're starting to feel like Americans and going to the malls and movie theaters and ballparks and concerts. We're just all feeling better. I think rising inventory leads to more options. Instead of today, where there's only one house and 5 buyers, maybe in the future, there's 4 houses and 5 buyers. So there's just more choices. I think moderation. I think we get to, in many parts of the country, a normal market. There'll be some that are still a seller's market, but I don't think any market stays extreme seller market. I just don't think that's what happens. I think it moderates and becomes a normal market. To be clear, I don't think 2021 is a buyer's market. I don't think we swing from extreme sellers to buyer's market. I think it's extreme sellers market to normal market, somewhere in between there. I think inventory could double. Again, look at your market today, write down available inventory, see what happens in May. Like, I don't know, what's today, November 23rd? Is that what it is? Yeah, November 23rd. See what happens by May 23rd. My guess is inventory doubles. Let's see. I do think there'll be some foreclosures, short sales in many markets, but I don't think it's going to move the needle. It'll be a problem in Vegas. It'll be a problem in Orlando. It might be a problem in San Francisco, but I don't think there's going to be enough short sales and foreclosures to take a normal market and make it a buyer's market. That's what 2010 was. It was a buyer's market. Inventory was coming on every week and there were no buyers. So prices crashed. I just don't see that happening in 2021. Could it happen later? Sure, but we're only talking about 2021 now. So just for example, Fresno, the only market I know today, as of November, it's 1 month supply. I'm going to predict that it will end up being 2 to 2.4 months supply by April, right? April 30th. Call it May 1st, whatever you want. Again, that's more than a doubling. Not a buyer's market by any stretch, but more inventory choices, more options, less price increases, but probably still some. So that's what I see coming. So again, I just wanted to kind of share with you what I think is happening in the real estate market. We have a dark winter. I think sellers still hold back. I think buyers slow down. I think when we get to the spring, we're feeling good. The move-up buyer who didn't sell in 2020 will sell now. It's going to be a busy market. I bet we do a year's worth of inventory or a year's worth of transactions in 9 months. I think April to the end of the year is gangbuster in the real estate market. Let me know what you think. Leave comments below. If you like this honest feedback, do me a favor, hit subscribe, like. I don't ask for that a whole lot. Leave comments, let me know. And of course, have a wonderful, wonderful day.